चलिए ओके.
Good morning, children. Today I will again discuss on the topic of resources. In the previous day, I have also discussed on the resources, and in the previous day we knew that what is the definition of resources and the different types of resources. In the previous chapter we had learned about the resources can be classified on the basis of their origin, but today we will know about the resources which has been classified on the basis of their development and usability. So, on the division of natural resources on the basis of development and usability. On the basis of the stage of the development, we can classify the resources into two groups. First is that actual resources and second is that potential resources. Actual resources. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known, but they can be found after the determined and the quantified carefully. It means the resources by which we can know about the amount of the quantity in the particular in the area, but we cannot found of them without the human skill and the technology. So these resources are continuously exploited by the human beings, and it can be destroyed one day from our earth. So we can wisely use to the actual resources. Now second is that the potential resources. Potential resources are the resources, their amount is concentrated in particular region. Suppose that in the Lalmatia coal mines, there is a there is a much quantity of coal, but we don't know how much quantity of coal is inside the coal mines. So the potential resources means that the resources that are concentrated in the particular region, but their whole quantity are not be known. We know the quantity of the potential resources after the high technology and the human skill. So it can be used, it can be find out, it can be obtained by the high technology skill and the human skill. So dear student, once again I clear the concept of the actual resources. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known. These resources is determined and quantified after the carefully moved. They are continuously exploited by the human beings. So it can be destroyed one day if we not use them wisely. So potential resources are those resources, their amount is concentrate. Their amount is concentrate in the particular region, but their whole quantity not being known. Such resources found after high technology skill and the human skill. Some examples in front of you, like that the Dakshin Africa having the huge amount of minerals inside their earth, inside their soil, but without the high technology skill, without the human skill, they cannot found their amount, how much amount is located, how much amount is deposited in the earth of the South Africa. So now after that we can use to the After that, we can division of natural resources on the basis of their renewability. Division of natural resources on the basis of their renewability. Be careful, children. On the basis of their renewability, we can classify the natural resources in the two groups. First is that renewable resources, renewable, and second is that non-renewable. Non-renewable resources. On the basis of their renewability, the natural resources can be classified into two groups: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Yes, children, we use the different types of things, materials, substances on the earth. As we know that some minerals, some materials, some things on the earth, they can replenish on the earth. Like that air, we can using the amount of air per day in our daily life. Water, we can use them per day in our daily life, but their amount can be replenished, their amount can be renewed. So the resources which can be renewed after some times in the nature is known as renewable resources. Renewable resources. Example: air, water, sunlight, etc. Dear student, the resources, again you can check this, the resources that can be renewed or replenished quickly is known as the renewable resources. It can be replenished. It can be replenished. Dear students, again I clear the concept of renewable resources. Renewable resources are the resources which can be renewed after some times, and in the nature is known as renewable resources. Example: air, water, sunlight, etc. It can be replenished. Replenished means that after consuming by the human beings, it can be stored in the nature. So air, water, sunlight, etc. are the example of renewable resources. Second is that non-renewable resources. Be careful, children. These resources cannot be renewed or replenished quickly. For the replenishment, of resources can be taken thousands of years. Examples: fossil fuels, minerals, metals, soil, etc. Dear students, now again I clear the concept of non-renewable resources. The non-renewable resources cannot be renewed or replenished quickly. For the replacement of these resources can be taken thousands of years. Sometimes we are not using the minerals, metals by the wisely mode. We can exploit it to them. When we exploited some materials, some minerals, metals from the earth, they cannot be renewed. So these resources, this type of resources like that fossil fuels, petrol, like that coals, minerals, metals, etc. are known as the non-renewable resources. It cannot be replenished. So again, you can note it down in your CW copy. Sometimes in the examination they come in the extra. कभी-कभी ये जो है आपके पास आएंगे कि what is the differences between renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So again I discuss on this matter. Renewable resources are the resources which can be renewed or replenished quickly in the nature, and it cannot be replenished. So the examples of the renewable resources is air, water, sunlight, etc. And non-renewable resources means that the resources which cannot be renewed or replenished quickly. It has taken thousands of years for replenishment. So the examples of fossil fuels, minerals, metals, etc. are the example of non-renewable resources. Now, dear students, division of natural resources on the basis of distribution. Division of natural resources on the basis of division. Basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, it can be divided into two groups. On the basis of distribution, the natural resources can be classified into two groups. First is that ubiquitous resources, and second is that localized resources. Localized, be careful children. Ubiquitous resources are those resources that are found everywhere. These resources are found everywhere on the earth. These resources, ubiquitous resources, are the resources are found everywhere on the earth. Example: air, water, sunlight, etc. Once again, I repeat it. Ubiquitous resources are those resources which can be found everywhere on the earth: land, air, soil, etc. Air, water, sunlight. You can add the another example in it: land, soil, etc. are the best example, are the different examples of the ubiquitous resources. But localized resources are those resources which are found in the particular region, that are found at a certain place. These resources concentrated in the particular region or in certain place. Localized means that the concentration of the resources has been found in the particular region. Understood, children? Now, localized, different metals, minerals, different metals, minerals, like that, like gold, silver, etc. are found in the certain region, certain area. Now again, you can check them. Division of natural resources on the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, the natural resources can be classified into two groups: ubiquitous resources and the localized resources. Ubiquitous resources means that the resources, those who are found in everywhere on the earth, like that land, air, water, etc. But the localized resources are concentrated or deposited in the particular region or in the certain area. Different kinds of metals, minerals are concentrated in the particular region, like the gold, silver, diamond, etc. You better know about the South Africa. South Africa has the hub of the minerals, metals, diamond, gold, etc. Thank you. Have a nice day, children. Next day again I will discuss on the human resources, their importance and the conservation of the natural resources. What steps has been taken to conserve our natural resources. Thank you. Have a nice day.